Hi, welcome back to GP Reactions. Hope you're having a great Christmas, and it's been quite a while actually since I've reacted to any Nightwish, and I'm kind of really looking forward to jumping back into the live concert at Wacken from 2013. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into this track, which is Nemo, and it was taken from a 2004 album Once, and I like the title in itself, Nemo. So I think of, is it 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? And I also know that kind of Nemo is Latin for no one. So I'd be kind of really curious to kind of keep that in mind when I get back to kind of like looking at lyrics afterwards. So without further ado, let the song commence. I like that piano intro. And so I've got to pause it out. I just want to go back. I don't know what he did with that guitar then, but I just need to kind of watch that again. That was fantastic. Let me just... That was good. Feels quite a sad song so far. It's like a real kind of melancholy element to it, and the piano, always piano. I kind of feel a bit not low, but it's a real kind of mood changer. Yes, I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm kind of really curious to have a good read of the lyrics afterwards. So that was Nightwish with Nemo, and I kind of loved the kind of mood changes throughout the song. The keyboards at the beginning, and then it was like the piano break sort of halfway through, and it was a great guitar break, sort of about three quarters way through, and I kind of really enjoyed that. That was real old school. That was. And then the chorus was quite interesting because I kind of picked up the idea that the song was quite sad, but then there's this element of hope that kind of gets pulled through the chorus and pulled up. And I loved kind of way it finished. Kind of gave a sense of hope that you should always kind of fight for the future, maybe. So I'm going to dive into these lyrics. Well, of course, I could have to mention that Fleur Jensen's voice was, and to come back to Nightwish after a couple of months, I think, I kind of like sort of had forgotten how wonderful her voice sounded, and she goes from the delicate to the very powerful vocal range, and it's kind of real joy to kind of listen to her. So yeah, so the lyrics are interested, and I kind of like took the idea of Nemo to mean I'm sure it's not about Captain Nemo, although Captain Nemo was so mentioned because nobody actually knew his name, and he had no basis for his identity, so he was always Captain No One. So I'm kind of working on the premise that maybe Nemo is not to do with a fish or a captain. It's possibly to do with the idea of having no identity or no perceivable self-identity, perhaps. Okay, so have a look at lyrics anyway. This is me, forever, one of the lost ones. The one without a name, without an honest heart as compass. So there is a bit of a nautical, I suppose, suggestion there. So perhaps there's like a vague parallel to Captain Nemo. This is me forever, the one without a name, these lines, the last endeavour to find the missing lifeline. Oh, how I wish for soothing rain. All I wish is to dream again. My loving heart, lost in the dark, for hope I'd give me everything. All I wish is to dream again. I think dreams don't kind of generally happen when you're in a dark place. You tend to kind of have nightmares, and so the kind of wish to dream again actually kind of places the character. Perhaps this is from I'm thinking Thomas wrote this, so perhaps he was in a very dark place when he wrote this, and kind of placed him in that kind of place where any kind of imagery that you have when you're asleep is of like maybe not a nightmare quality, but something akin to a nightmare, rather than a pleasant dream. My flower withered beneath the pages to and fro, for once and forever bloom gone with my sins. My flower withered beneath the pages to and fro, for once and forever bloom gone with my sins. I'm just wondering whether this is relating to perhaps somebody who's kind of passed on. Maybe they were young. My flower withered beneath the pages to and fro. Or whether it's just a relationship that's ended quite early on. Sometimes the most intense, passionate relationships kind of burn out really quickly, but they are the ones we tend to kind of remember because they bring out the sharpest kind of pains. Walk the dark path again, sleep with angels, call the past for help, touch me with your love, and reveal to me my true name. So walk the path again. So you kind of revisit in a dark place, sleep with angels, sleep with angels, call the past for help, touch me with your love and reveal to me my true love. So it kind of sounds like kind of facing up to like trauma of the past. You're revisiting that dark. You have to revisit the dark place to actually deal with the trauma. So you have to deal with that before you can move on. And the sleeping with angels, that kind of that to me summons up ideas of doing away with yourself, suicide, self harm, and so it's kind of really dark song. So oh how I wish for soothing rain, all I wish is to dream again. Again, this is the repeat of the chorus. My loving heart lost in the dark. For hope, I'd give my everything. Nemo, once and for all for once. Nemo, my name forevermore. So I think in the last kind of chorus part, my loving heart lost in the dark, for hope I'd give my everything. It kind of suggests that there is a spark of hope, and I guess that's when Floor, and it was like a came up into like a bit of a crescendo at the end, and hope is really important. I think hope is kind of waking up every day, hoping it will be better than yesterday, and I think that's kind of what it means. So even though this is quite a dark song, I like to think that it ended on a kind of a positive note. I think it was beautifully written, beautifully arranged. I loved there was like a flute. I think it was a flute halfway through. I do love the use of the instruments. Nightwish. I'm not a musician, so I can't really kind of go into any technicalities of it, but I know when it kind of feels good on my ears, and I know when there's enough variety. And the magic of a song for me is that there's so much kind of variety in a song that as soon as it's finished, I've kind of forgotten it, and I want to go back and listen again. And I found this a lot with Genesis songs. And I'm hoping that there'll come a time when I can go back and listen to Nightwish purely passively and sort of enjoy the intricacies and open my mind up to a lot more than when I'm kind of doing reaction, and that's kind of really important for me to do that. So for sure, this is a band that I will kind of purchase music and lie back and listen to, because I feel some of it's kind of quite. I never imagined that I'd actually enjoy this kind of music. But yeah, the more I listen to it, the more I kind of pick out the gentleness as well as the rock kind of aspect of it. So guys, I really enjoyed this. This was like a wonderful song to listen to over my Christmas break, and it's given me an idea for another song which I'm gonna do straight after. It is a Genesis song. It's called Scenes from a Night's Dream, and it involves a character called Little Nemo. So I'm going to kind of try and link the two together. Please let me know what you think of this song in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I don't often show my enjoyment with wows and yeah, great. But I kind of really do enjoy songs. I'm English and I'm kind of very reserved, and I usually have a pot of tea to one side. So that's my kind of way I react. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I will have more Nightwish for you at some point in the new year, early new year, as I am determined to get through the rest of his concerts. I think I'm about halfway through. Yeah, so may the journey continue. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and have a great new year if I don't speak to you all soon.